What's going on YouTube? It's definitely Nick here, and today I'm bringing you my first ever YouTube video. Now this YouTube video is going to launch off my YouTube career. It's where I'm like uploading videos and stuff. I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video, so if you really want to hear that, then just stick around to the end. But I'm going to bring you the good stuff. Suicide Squad, my personal review, my opinions. Keep that in mind, alright? So, Suicide Squad is about a band of villains all put in jail, all put there by Batman, and they're given a deal by a government agency to just band together and do a dangerous Black Ops mission to just help them out, and in exchange for a lessened prison sentence. Suicide Squad stars Will Smith, Jared Leto, Margot Robbie. It's directed by David Ayer. David Ayer has also done End of Watch, Fury, and Training Day. End of Watch and Fury are both good movies. I really enjoyed those movies, so I had high hopes for this film. You know, because from the director to the cast to the story. I mean, this story is about a band of villains. This movie is going to make you root for villains. So, let's talk about the good stuff. The cast. The cast is phenomenal. I mean, if you even just pay attention to the stories and stuff, you'll find out that they all got squad tattoos and stuff like that, and they loved each other. They were around each other all the time. I mean, Jared Leto sent them a bunch of creepy ass shit because he was all into the Joker role, and they were okay with it. Like creepy ass shit. Like look that up. It's like I would not be okay with it, but they were okay with it because they all loved each other. And it really carried on screen. You could tell that they all loved each other. Like it was cool. Like they all like played off each other so perfectly, and each character had their own moment, and each character even made me laugh. Like that's pretty good. And Will Smith may have given one of his best performances. I Am Legend, I would say, is Will Smith's best performance, but in this movie, he does so good. He amazed me, and he hasn't amazed me in so long. It's been so long since Will Smith has really amazed me from a movie, and this one I was blown away. He worked Deadshot's story so well. I really felt for him, and I really rooted for him. It was so weird because this movie does a whole thing of it's bad guys versus evil bad guys, like even worse bad guys. And it's so weird because it's like they're walking along that line between bad and good, and they keep jumping back and forth like, just always remember we're still bad guys. We're bad guys. Don't become a good guy. And so it's like a mental battle. I really liked that. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was great. Like she was ripped straight out of the cartoon series, and from the accent to how in love she was with the Joker. And then they do all these flashback sequences to show like how she became and everything, and they all do all these other flashback sequences, and it's all good. It actually worked really well. Like it didn't confuse me, it didn't jump around or anything. Like you can follow it pretty well. So Jared Leto's Joker, there was not enough of him in the film for me to actually get a good judgment on him. Like I liked what I saw, but I don't want to get like I don't want to go all in and say like, yeah, I loved him, because like there wasn't enough of him in there. I just wanted to I want to see more of him. But from what I saw, yes, I liked him. He's more of a gangster Joker. It was pretty cool. He actually made me laugh a couple times. El Diablo was great. El Diablo, probably one of my favorite Suicide Squad members on this movie, because I felt for him. I really cared for him, and I was rooting for him. Like he was a good guy. He was just a bad guy, and he made me laugh a couple times too. Like every character made me laugh. They were good. The action sequences in this movie are actually done very well. They have this slow-mo cut-ins at times, and it's like it's good. Like it makes you feel, it gives that movie a badass feel to it at the good times. It's not like all messy and stuff. It's like they took a lot of time doing the action sequences and stuff, and it's pretty cool. So the cast carries this movie a lot, but the plot unfortunately brings it down. The cast works so hard, but the plot stops this movie from crossing that line into greatness. The plot was just too easy, too simple, too lazy. Very lazily done. In Act 1, this is the most lazy thing I probably have ever seen in a movie like this, is how they introduced the characters. It was so simple and so easy. Like, it's literally as if the director went on screen and was like, this is this guy, and he's in the Suicide Squad, and this is what he's about. This is what happened to him. This is how he got here. These are his powers. Now there's this guy, and then there's this guy, and then there's this guy, and these are your main characters, and these are their powers, and this is what they're all about. There you go. And I was like, okay, cool. Thanks for just doing that instead of like actually using like good filmmaking skills to introduce these characters and tell their stories and stuff. It was too simple. I wasn't feeling that part. Act 2, the middle of the movie, was actually really good. That was when I was enjoying myself. I was like, all right, I've gotten into this movie. I like it a lot. It's made me laugh a lot. It's the action scenes are good. It's believable now. Act 3 is where it goes down, and I mean down. Like, it just became a mess of cliches, of cheesiness, of just unconvincing aspects and all this stuff. I don't really want to spoil it. The villain is Enchantress, which, if you really pay attention, you'll know that before the movie. It's not really a big spoiler because she's not a part of the Suicide Squad. Like, she's not. She is the villain, and Cara Delevingne, she was unconvincing as the witch, the Enchantress. Like, I wasn't feeling it. In Act 3, when she's talking and stuff, like, I wasn't convinced. I was wincing at times. Like, I was just like, okay, that was really cheesy thing to say. And the entire Act 3, I just feel like I've seen it before. And it also became like a video game. Like, I felt like I was playing a video game. And video games don't always have the best storylines or best way to do things. And that's how it felt for Suicide Squad. Like, you'll understand what I mean when you see the movie. Like, just the way, if you really think about it, it was like a video game ending, and the light shooting up into the sky we've seen so many times before in so many movies, and it's just, I mean, just recently Ghostbusters did it. Like, Ghostbusters came out 2-3 weeks ago, and they did a whole light shooting up into the sky. I mean, it's been done too many times before, and it needs to stop because it's not good. And the way they introduced the villain was so abrupt, and like, it came out of nowhere. I was like, whoa, what? Like, that's how we're doing this? All right, okay. It just came out of nowhere, and I wasn't even like sure. I was like, this is the villain? That's how we're doing that? It just felt lazy. Like, they just like gave up, and they were just like, whatever. So on IMDb right now, Suicide Squad sits at a 42% from critics and a 7.3 out of 10 from people, average moviegoers. 42% is significantly low, like low, because average score on IMDb for an average movie, like average, not great, not bad, is about like 57% from critics. Suicide Squad is at 42%. That's low. And I use IMDb. I trust IMDb more than Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes has become very not good. I use IMDb. IMDb is very trusted to me. But those are very low scores, and this movie's getting hit with bad reviews a lot. Like, almost as bad as Batman vs. Superman was hit with bad reviews. And it's kind of hurting the movie. Like, people are starting to realize and starting to listen to other people's opinions and not go to see the movie. But I truly think you should go see this movie. It's a fun, it's an entertaining movie. Like, all of those things. Like, it's an enjoyable movie. It's a good, I would say it's worth spending your money on because it's enjoyable. But it's just not great like it should have been. So overall, Suicide Squad is still a good, enjoyable, and fun movie. And you should still watch it. I still recommend it. Despite all the bad reviews, despite what other people may say, I say go see it. So yeah, guys, that's my review on Suicide Squad. Now, my YouTube channel. Let's talk about it. So it's just gonna be random shit, basically. Like, it's gonna be whatever I feel like uploading. It's gonna be whatever. I don't want to stick to one thing, because then people expect that one thing from me every single time. And then if I start changing it up, people will get pissed off and tell me to go back, or like tell me like I can't branch out or anything. So I'm just gonna start branching out from the beginning, doing whatever I want. Hopefully I get some support. That's all I'm asking for. So thank you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.